Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're going to grab the almighty zucchini, also known as a courgette, or as we call it in Spain, calabacín, and make a dish that's perfect for any time of the year, but it's extra special during the summertime as zucchini's in season and full of flavor. We're talking crispy white bean and zucchini fritters. And we tell you, these fritters have a light crispy texture on the outside with a beautiful balance of flavors in the inside. The recipe's above and beyond easy to make, and the best part is all done in about 30 minutes. Folks, serve these fritters as a tapas appetizer or even as a main course next to some roasted potatoes and a garden salad. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite, it's gonna fill you with so much goodness. All right, let's just dive right into this. I'm gonna grab one medium-sized zucchini that's already been washed and patted dry and slicing off a little bit from the tip. And then using a box grater, we'll finely shred the zucchini. The length of the zucchini I'm using is 8 inches, which is about 20 centimeters. And as you can see, I'm leaving the skin on the zucchini as it adds more nutrients and flavors. If you prefer, you can peel the zucchini. Then we'll add the shredded zucchini into a fine sieve with a bowl underneath. And season it with sea salt and let it sit there for a few minutes. By taking this step, that salt's going to extract the water out of the zucchini. That way it's not mushy and it keeps its beautiful firm texture. Then we'll drain 1 can of white beans into a colander and rinse the beans under some water. Size of the can that I'm using is 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams. I'm using cannellini beans, but you can use whatever type of white beans you like. Then we'll shake off any of the excess water. Transfer the beans into a large bowl. And using a potato masher or a large fork, we'll mash on the beans just for a few seconds to break a couple of them apart. For the next step, I'm going to add in half a cup of all-purpose flour into a large bowl, which is 60 grams, and make a well in the middle. Then we'll crack in 1 large egg and whisk the egg. And then add in 1/3 cup of beer, which is 90 milliliters, and whisk it all together until you end up with a smooth batter. I'm using a typical Spanish beer here, but you can use whatever beer you like. And if beer's not your thing, you can also use club soda or even sparkling water. Once we end up with a smooth batter, we'll add in our semi-mashed white beans, along with 1 shallot that's been finely chopped, 2 cloves of garlic that have been finely grated, 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, which is 8 grams, and half a teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 1.25 grams. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. Then we'll move back to the zucchini. After leaving it there for a few minutes, using a large wooden spoon, we'll start pushing down on it. This is to help release any of the water that's been extracted. Then we'll add the shredded zucchini into the bowl with a batter and give it one final mix until everything's well mixed together. And that's the exact texture you want from your batter. If you see that yours is too thick, add in some more liquid, and vice versa if it's too thin, add in some more flour. But like I've told you in the past, these fritter batters are very forgiving, meaning if you don't have it right on the money, you're still going to end up with delicious fritters. For the final step, let's start cooking them up. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here, and this is what truly makes a difference. Make sure you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. After a couple minutes and the oil's nice and hot, we'll start adding in spoonfuls of the batter. You want to make sure all the fritters are in a single layer and evenly spaced out, so cook this in batches to not overcrowd the pan. And we're going to go for about 3 minutes per side here until the fritters are golden and crispy. And as you finish each batch, transfer the fritters over a wire rack with some paper towels underneath. Once all the fritters have been fried up, let's make a simple mayo alioli that truly complements this dish. I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped into a mortar, along with a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams, Link where you get the Spanish golden saffron I'm using in the description box below. And a pinch of sea salt. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until we end up with a paste-like texture. You can also use a food processor here, hand blender, or even a NutriBullet. Then we'll add in half a cup of mayonnaise, which is 120 grams. Squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 5 milliliters. Drizzle in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. And season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And whisk it together until we end up with a beautiful creamy sauce. Then we'll transfer the mayo alioli into a serving dish and decorate the fritters around it. And check it out, folks. Our crispy white bean and zucchini fritters are done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. As always, folks, now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's see how this tastes. You gotta admit, it looks absolutely fabulous. Here we go. I've told you in the past, if you flip it, it is not double dipping. Double dipping. This is truly out of this world delicious. Like really, dang, that is so good. You know that light crispy texture on the outside, the inside, so many great flavors. With the white beans and zucchini really shining through. And that simple mayo alioli rounds it out for the perfect balance of goodness. Easy to make, heart-healthy ingredients. Give it a try at home. Once again, as a tapas appetizer or even as a main course. Either way, it's the kind of food that's going to fill you with so much goodness. And it truly showcases what an incredible ingredient the zucchini truly is. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Maybeth Robles, Emily Hamilton, and Manuel J. Rosales. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.